What is happening, people of the world? Welcome back to the first episode of 2024, the Whiskey and Wade Show. With me, your host, Tommy Mack, the late skin legend.
And me, your batter host, Tyrone McKenna.
A.K.A. Kid Scorpion. And you know we're in association with the Garrick Bar. It's all good. The best bar in the city centre. Make sure you get yourself down there.
We Irish coffee, discount. One of the nicest Guinness in Belfast as well, so definitely get down
And
there.
a grub as well, second to none.
Yeah. And then also, if you don't know, you know now, we've came out with our own whiskey, World Beater. It's on the market. Link will be underneath this and on both our Instagram bios. It's unbelievable. It's
unbelievable.
Single malt Irish whiskey. It's what is
46% of fun. You need this in your life. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
But anyway, folks, for the first episode of the year, we have got an extremely special guest. Former gangster turned anti-crime campaigner.
And my former sparring partner, Marvin Herbert.
Yes, thanks for being here, Marvin.
Yeah, we're good, man. We're good. You know what? I'm blessed to be in Belfast.
Yeah.
Right? And I say that because I've just walked round happily an old war zone.
Yeah,
Like literally a proper war zone. I've just walked all the way through the war zone. Like,
Did you enjoy the tour? Did you?
yeah, it was unbelievable.
Yeah. Where did you go? Just all West Belfast?
Everywhere, the whole of West. But we started on one side. We see the one set of
Falls
gates.
Road,
Yeah.
and then over under the Shanklin.
And then we went round the Falls Road, the Shankle Road, and then we went round the West Belfast to see the environment where I'm like a celebrity. It's mad. Like, everyone,
You're loved in West Belfast.
everyone knew me. Like, it was mad. It was like I was just home from home. It was crazy. So it was nice experiencing the warm welcome from everybody. So I thank everybody for doing that. That was really appreciated. And that actually, like I was saying to the missus, walking around here, it's actually walking through a gentrified war zone. Makes you feel proud that it's come so far. And the fact that Ireland is so multicultural, it is unreal. Like it's just so diverse in everything, isn't it? It's just everything, middle class, working class.
You need to move to Belfast.
Look, mate, I can't believe how after the Troubles, all this has developed the way it's become. So it's kind of it makes sense to me now why things have to go to extremes.
I actually seen that you read, or I read that you grew up around a lot of Irish people as well, didn't you? Like,
in Kilburn. Kilburn. My mum was the cook in Quex Road Men's Hostel in Kilburn, where all the Irish people used to come from Ireland and basically stay in the hostel on Quex Road. My mum was like the head cook there.
She's a good cook.
For years, yeah, she's a good cook.
Have you got any Irish blood in you?
Yeah, well, I'm Mahoney, innit? So Mahoney.
Are you?
Yeah, Mahoney.
Yeah.
So, and I've recently just found out that my extended family are the Kellys, who are the funeral directors in Ireland, I believe.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so they're one of the.
So you're a paddy?
One of the Kellys married my auntie, and I've got 3 cousins, Anthony, Mark, and Adam Kelly. And their dad, Frank Kelly, is part of the Kelly family from Ireland. Does all the funeral
unreal.
stuff like that. So we're connected in Cork through my family.
Yeah.
And then now through my
Extended family?
and then friends. Boxing,
Yeah.
sparring partners, like everything. It's like the whole shebang. So it's like home from home.
We just done live two nights ago. If you didn't know, if you weren't there, Marvin was on our live show. It was an unbelievable night. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did. That was, again, it's being welcomed for all the right reasons. Do you know what I mean? It's like, because I'm not in any way, shape or form glorifying crime, because I just absolutely feel embarrassed about the journey that I took. However, because of the extremities in what I'd done and where I got to, I'm actually showing the next generation that it is not worth going through all that trauma.
Why are you embarrassed about it?
Pardon?
What, you said you're embarrassed there about it? Embarrassed?
Because we're intelligent people, man. Like, how could I believe for 40 years that I was being sensible, being insane, repeating the same act over and over again, expecting a different result? I was so caught up in a belief that I believed one day I'm going to get enough to get out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's what you believe in.
And, you know, telling a story isn't glorifying. It's just everyone has a story that has to be told. And, you know, the gangster stories and, you know, the underworld stories are just so interesting. So when you tell the life that you've lived, you know, everyone wants to hear it and, you know, wants to... Because not everyone wants to live it. So if you can live it through somebody else, it's better. So that's why everyone wants to hear what happened, and you can set the scene because you're a good storyteller as well. Like, see, when you were young, was that your ambition to be like the big name on the road where you lived?
It was more of a... It was when my dad burnt my hand, yeah. Because up until my dad burnt my hand, I wanted to be a fireman or a policeman. Yeah, and I remember I wanted to catch the baddies.
Yeah.
Like when we used to watch the Cowboys and Indians, I always wanted to be the
Cowboys?
yeah, the Long Ranger. I wanted to be the long. I wanted to be the knight in shining armor. That was what I wanted to be. Yeah, so I always wanted to be the good guy, and then I remember when my dad burnt my hand.
How old were you?
8.
8?
Eight.
And why did he burn your hand?
Because I got caught shoplifting. And I got brought home by the store detectives. So look at it from my perspective, right? So my mum was a grafter. So we used to go out with my mum. My mum used to shoplift. So I used to go out with my mum and say, put this here, put that there, put this on, put that on. So we used to be grafting with my mum. We know we're grafting. We're getting this, getting that. So to me, that was our normal. So when I went out with my mates, I'd done it with my
I didn't
mates.
think you were doing wrong.
So when I got caught and the store detectives taking me home, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, when I get home, I'm going to get... They're going to make a show in front of the store detectives, and then when they go home, they all start laughing at her. And that's what I thought, yeah? So when we got home, the man's knocked on the door, my dad's opened the door, and then he told me, Dad, look, he caught me shoplifting. My dad just punched me straight in the face, grabbed me by the hair.
Did your dad
Did he know? Did he know that you were shoplifting with your
I
mum?
don't know.
He must have. His dad
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But this is why.
Yeah. So he punched you in, and then what happened?
He's dragged me down the hallway, beating me. The store detective told him to calm down. He slammed the door, told him to fuck off. Dragged me into the kitchen, and then just put the fire on, and grabbed my hand and just held it over the fire. And it just started burning. I was just thinking in my head, what are you doing? Why are you burning my hand? And I was just screaming, please. And then he took his belt off, beat me. And then I was in my bedroom just thinking, why would my dad do that to me? Why? And I started thinking, I hate you. I'm going to kill you. When I get older, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to do that to you. And then that just grew and grew until I was about 14.
Seeing up until that stage, did you have admiration for your daddy? Like,
yeah, but even after that, I loved him after that. And that was just a moment of madness that I was thinking at the time. And then everything went back to normal because we was getting beaten all the time. It was part of normality, wasn't it?
Did you not say to your mummy, why is daddy beat me for something to do all the time with you?
No, I didn't.
Nah, that was it? I wanted to get that bad on this.
you know, and you're only 8 as well. You're probably just sitting...
Yeah,
confused.
But it's when you're getting beaten every day because basically what happened is my brothers and sisters was from different dads. So I used to get beaten for everybody else. So I used to get beaten because I used to get cheeky. So I say, beat them then. Why are you not beating them? If I'd done it, I'd get beaten. Fucking beat him up as a Libby, but then I'd get beaten for getting cheeky. But he can't tell me I'm not beating them because they're not my kids. Because they're all my brothers and sisters. So
how many of you was there?
4.
4?
4, yeah. And then another 2 come. Another 2 of my dad's kids come. It's just constant confusion growing up in the household.
And when did you start grafting properly? Like, you weren't grafting, were you?
11.
11.
Well, up until 11, so basically I used to nick loads of weed off my dad and sell it to the older kids. So I used to nick little carrier bags full of weed and sell them to the older kids, yeah. And then when we went carnival, first year of secondary school, we went and buy a load of weed and they come out in a little strip. And I realised then how much I'd been giving away. And I started cutting it up at 11. So I started making money at 11. And then the car stereos, and then burglaries, and then the delivery trucks. and then the security vans.
It's just a gradual progression.
Yeah. And
So
then,
so you go from selling weed at the carnival, and then you start stealing car stereos. Petty crimes came. When do you get the balls in to go, right, I'm going to start doing burglaries?
it's all part of the age groups. So because it was childish nicking car stereos, the older kids burgled houses. But then when I started burgling houses, to me, I was embarrassed creeping round someone's house, nicking someone's stuff. So I never felt comfortable doing it. So I just went back to car stereos because to me, at 14, 15 years of age, we used to nick maybe $3-4 grand a week nicking car stereos. Do you know what I mean? Like you get £120 each stereo. Do you know what I mean? And you're nicking stereos all day. Just all day, you nick them and parking them up. And you go and pick them up at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you might have 20, 30 stereos at the end of the day. Because you just smash the window.
Especially being 15 with all that money. Unbelievable. You're rolling in, you're like being so young with all that money. It's unreal.
Yeah, and then it goes into, and this is how the progression happens, right? So then basically you get so many car stereos, and then basically the kids that bought the car stereos, basically, people would ask for car wheels and car interiors, car seats. So then you'd get the car breakers that would buy the cars. So then you get people that wanted BMWs, Golfs. So the Golf bumper kit was £600. Yeah, so we used to sell the cars. It was £1,200 for the bumper kit, so we used to sell the cars for £500. So they used to take the bumpers off and put them on the new Golfs or the old Golf sort of things. I mean, all the Volkswagens we used to be able to nick, so they used to sell the bits. So we used to get £500 for the cars, £100 for the stereos. So we're nicking cars and car stereos all day. And then it got to the stage where the people that were buying the cars and the car stereos couldn't pay us in cash, so they paid us with drugs. Yeah. And then you get into the drugs, who's selling the drugs out, your mates, and then next thing, and then you're getting charged a certain amount, you think, well, can't we get it cheaper? Find a cheaper source. The next thing you know, you're in another country.
When were you first arrested?
1985.
So what age were you in?
13.
13?
Yeah, that was the first arrest. I got arrested for 6 criminal damages and 13 assaults on police officers.
You said 13?
Yeah.
Scrapping police officers out of these?
Yeah, because they come... What happened was, we've gone out... My older brothers used to nick car stereos, right? And they used
Is that who taught you how to do it?
You
just watch and
I just copied everybody.
Yeah.
I'm one of them. I mimic.
Because you can't, if you wanted to try and steal a radio and you're like, fuck, how do you get this thing out?
No,
so,
you get shown how to do it. You get shown how to do it. Like
so your brothers were showing you?
No,
or you was watching them?
But you'd see the gear that they had and say, what's that for? So that's what you put in. Show me, and they show you. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's just,
so they just take a mental note.
Always grafting, mate. And then I nick their keys when I see them leaving them lying about, so I've got my own keys. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Have you seen them keys, Marvin? I say, no, I ain't seen them, mate.
How'd you get that? When did you assault the police officers? What happened there?
Well, basically, when we went out and I had loads of spark plugs and we've smashed loads of car windows. So then the police have gone to the school looking for the kids that have smashed the car windows. So then all the kids that I've done it with would grass me up. So on the lunch break, I'm standing in the train station smoking a fag, and about 5-6 police officers walked in. They come up to me and said, "Are you Marvin Mahoney?" I was like, "Why?" They said, "Are you Marvin Mahoney?" I was like, "Why?" And they said, "Are you Marvin Mahoney?" I said, "Yeah." So they said, "Right, you're under arrest for criminal damage." But that in the 80s, because there was a lot of nonsense going on, like, it was a thing like, if anyone touched us, you could like, don't touch me, don't touch me. Like, you weren't allowed to touch kids back then, kind of thing, because there was a lot of nonsense going on. So when they've touched me, I've just started fighting with the officers. And then it just ended up in the train station into Chalk Farm, and then I ended up biting them and getting nicked.
Did you shit yourself when you first went to jail? No? Didn't give a fuck?
It's just, I cried when they first said to me, no bail and you're going to jail. I cried. I did cry. Only so I was crying. I thought, no, my mum. And then when they put you in a cell with about 30 people, and I was looked around and I'd say comfortably, I believed I would have weighed in 90% of the people in that room.
Were they all like in the same age group?
No.
Nah.
No, but it was just, I was looking and I thought, you know what? I'd smash all their heads in. And him. I'm more likely to have a good fight, so I don't give a fuck. If anyone says anything, it's off. Do you know what I mean? I was always, because I was always being beaten by my dad, I wasn't intimidated by
so you
kids'
knew
power.
fight kids, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I could have it with my dad, do you know what I mean? Like,
Was your dad, was he on the scene when you got your first?
My dad was about all the time.
Was he already?
Yeah. He was extended. My dad was here, there, and everywhere. He was just like a grafter.
Okay.
He was everywhere. He had birds everywhere. He had kids everywhere. He had about 18 kids.
Oh, Jesus. So see, like after your dad fucking burnt you with the fire, like how did he react to then getting a jail sentence or a youth offender sentence? Did he not go crazy?
No, so when my dad I believed a lot of what my mum said about my dad. But my dad wasn't a bad person, per se. My mum was a drug addict and a single parent, drink every day, took substances, pills. Like she was under pressure, 4 kids.
Yeah,
I mean, dads from kids from different dads. Like my mum was under pressure. She got ousted from her family, so she was on her own in a foreign city, making the best of her life, making mistakes, intoxicated. She just made mistakes as a young girl. I don't know who to go to mum, but my mum done what best she could, and I'm glad I went through what I went through to become who I did. And if my mum wasn't who she would, then I would have been a lot weaker than I am. So I really appreciate the woman my mum was to become the man I did. And it was just growing up with her, sort of, we learned how to be adults very young. So I weren't confused with life growing up with my mum. Do you know what I mean? Like, my mum was sick. Like, nothing was candy coated.
Yeah.
Like, you knew the truth. Like, you knew, like, you do this, you do that. This is going to happen, that's going to happen. That's it. Like, so I chose a life of crime, and it was a life that I was embedded in forever until 2012. 2014.
What changed the way you wanted to live?
You know what? It was a gradual combination of sort of knowledge, wisdom, and a clearer understanding of reality. Do you know what I mean? Because in the criminal world, everyone believes they're making money. Everyone believes that the people love them. Everybody believes that no one's going to snitch on them. Everybody believes there's a code of honour. So everybody goes into a world wholeheartedly and don't realise the trauma that's connected to it.
Streets got no love, you know what they say?
No love, no loyalty, no nothing. And there's a small percentage of the street that does, but you don't really hear or see them, do you know what I mean? And then if you do, then they're always the bad guy. Because the bad guy needs someone to blame. Do you know what I mean?
When did, because obviously you've been questioning and investigated like for like some serious crimes, when did like the guns start coming into play? What is?
14, 15, I think it was. 14, 15, yeah. Because I had my first gun 14, 15. Because when I was 14 is when I put a big sword in my dad's throat and told him he's got to come out my house. He can't touch my mum no more. And he had to leave and not to come back.
Did he?
My dad, yeah.
Did he do it? Did he leave? Did he?
But that was another story that basically, because my dad used to be a big importer with weed, yeah. He used to do tons and tons of it. And then basically, I used to nick gear off him. So when he used to leave gear around my mum's gaffs and in slaughters, I used to nick it. So he used to think my mum was nicking it. So one day, me and my mates were in my bedroom, and my dad's turned up believing my mum's nicked his gear, and he starts beating her. So me and my mates are in the bedroom. So I've said to them, listen, we can't do this. We got to go and do it, innit? So like, Marvin's your dad. I said, I don't give a fuck. So I picked up a big bayonet, and I said, grab something. And I've run down the stairs thinking they're all
Did they back you up?
I thought they was. So when I've run into the kitchen, I put the big blade up to his face, fucking leave her alone. And I backed him up. And as I've turned round to walk him out the kitchen door, I've seen my mate on the stairs. I was like, bruh, I've just done it on my own, do you know what I mean? So that filled me at that stage of 14-year-old boy full of so much belief. Like, I thought, wow, my dad's the bad.
But you know, you missed out on a wee lesson there that fucking nobody's like got your back when it comes to fucking, like, you have to rely on yourself. Because you thought the boys was there. And he turned around and they was shitting themselves in the fucking back room.
Yeah, but you know what
But you missed it.
What I started realising, young Tom, is that you don't need anyone to back you up.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and I've never needed anybody to back me up. I've always done everything, like, and realised, wow, they really are weak. They really are different. Like, when I say I'm going to do this, then
you did. Yeah.
I'm going to do it. If I say, I can do that, then I can do it. Like, I'm not going to lie and be found out. Do you know what I mean? So
100%.
I just think a lot of people are like me, and they're not. And like, people say to me, why does this one? But why does this one? Why do people like me? And I think because I don't lie, mate. Do you know what I mean? People who know me know. Do you know what I mean? Like, even the missus.
I forgot the fucking, I'll feed some of the world beer whiskey. The best in the world. I'm going to pour you up some. Go ahead with the thing.
I was going to say, I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something then.
No, well,
You said about the missus.
When the gunplay started, and then he said about you ran your dad out of the house. Is that when you got the guns in?
No, the guns was always in from 14. They come in. And Slancha. Right.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Strong.
What was saying, Marvin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This will fuck you up.
It's a lot smoother than I thought it'd be.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, no.
I think it's nice.
The thing about it is, if you can't talk properly for, it's about 2-3 seconds, anything longer than that, then it's not
shit.
good. Yeah.
So this
We're getting the
is
thumbs
A1.
up. This is
Yeah,
Marvin
It's
endorsed.
the same thing with wine. When you taste wine, 2-3 seconds, if the taste is still in your mouth, then it's shit.
It's shit.
Yeah. With this, it's you wait to see how long you can talk for, and then you know
you can judge it.
Yeah.
So there you go, Marvin.
It's smooth,
Officially.
it's smooth, and it don't burn.
No.
It's a nice, creeping, subtle.
So makes you get yourself a bottle.
Yeah,
Back
no,
to the podcast.
Yeah. So yeah, the guns. That's it.
Jeez,
I don't know about the guns. So
well, all the guns, yeah. Guns come in as part of an egotistical kind of prop.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what I found with the guns was everybody was scared of them. So it gives you power.
yeah.
However, using them ruined lives. And ultimately your own, do you know what I mean? So I never use guns in a way to punish people. So if I had an argument with you, I wouldn't shoot you because I had an argument with you because that's weak. Right, so if for argument's sake, you're a bad man and you've got 5 people with you that are coming to kill me, then I'm going to protect myself. Simple as that. And if I see you before you see me, then you're in trouble. And that's just it. But I've never shot, stabbed, or even beaten up a member of the public. No, I'll take that back straight away.
There was one time, and he was out of line.
I'll tell you what happened. I'm going to say this because when I was a youngster, and this is the liberty, and I mean this is what I've got to say it, because when I used to see people, young men begging on the street, I used to try and encourage them to come and work and come and nick some money. And if they'd have told me to fuck off, and they did, a few of them told me, go on, fuck off, you mug. What do you think I used to weigh him in. I used to think, you cheeky cunt. I'm trying to get you some money. And this is how insane I was. So there's a couple of people that I've kicked in the face and stamped on because they were begging for money on the street. But apart from them couple of people...
Apart from them and a few
you know
others.
what I mean, though, Jamie. It's like, I don't generally...
Yeah.
I'm not known for stabbing and shooting normal every
But
day.
you were actually, you told a story the other night, and I want to tell in this podcast, you got shot yourself.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Oh, well, do you know what? It was a turning point in God's tapestry, if I'm being honest. Like, I was marching through the criminal fraternity, and I really was marching through the criminal fraternity. And for those that know me know that I'm not one of them people that pretend. So I'm not going to sit here saying to you, listen, mate, I'm a gangster. No.
You haven't said that once. You're the one who's
So I don't do that. See what I do, yeah? I say, what are they doing? I can do it better than them. Watch what I do. So I go and do stuff. So I used to pay a certain amount of money for a product. Yeah? I used to pay £800 for a product and £2,800 for another product. And then I just thought one day, do you know what? I've got to be able to get it cheaper than this. So I went and found it cheaper. Simple as that. And I ended up in Spain, and I ended up mixing with cartels from all around the world, and I ended up making millions of pounds. So it's not...
Did you ever mix it with Mexican? Did you ever go like South America? What was that? Like,
I never... See me, I never went to places where I'm going to get killed from. You get it? Like, I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
Like, you get it? Like,
yeah, of course, yeah.
I've been Jamaica, I've been Tivoli Garden, right? However, Mexico isn't a place for me, like, especially back in the day when I used to be a sniffer, yeah? When I used to sniff cocaine, I used to be paranoid to fuck. So I'm not going nowhere where I can't get a gun or have a gun. So if I had to go to Mexico, I'm going somewhere without a gun. I'm not going there, bro.
Yeah.
When I was in the game, I never went nowhere I couldn't carry a gun, put it that way. So if I couldn't carry my gun there, I'm not going.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mexico. Remember, we boxed in Mexico in 2008. Remember, we went out for dinner, and they told us not to go out on our own, but the officials brought me and Tyrone out for dinner. And fucking how scary was it driving around? We were actually in the boot of a car because there was no seats. I was like, shit, bro, it's over. We had a good run. But we ended up getting back. But it's a good experience. But obviously, we weren't going to see cartels. So, like, imagine being like sniffed out of your brain, no gun, gone to a dangerous environment. I couldn't imagine it.
No.
But Jamaica, Dominica, I've been all over Holland, Thailand, Africa. I've been places, but America I haven't been.
No?
No.
Can you even get in there? No.
Well, I got refused entry to America, but I'm trying to get entry in now.
Yeah.
I went to work with all the gangs and stuff.
We'll steer off topic.
Oh, sorry.
What happened to you getting shot?
Oh, yeah, you're getting shot.
Well, basically, I'd smashed my way through the criminal fraternity and ended up in Spain. We was getting and doing and protecting all sorts of products, avenues and angles, handling, manoeuvring and juggling millions and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands and millions of pounds. And just really trying to position myself in the world where I could actually have abundance without doing much.
So was that always the goal then? Just money? Like,
just, if I'm being honest, it was about creating a sustainable sort of income.
Okay.
Where you didn't have to worry about working. And in the game, you've got to get a certain amount of product to reinvest back into the product, so you can live off a dispensable profit margin or sort of, it's kind of, I can't explain how it works, but you
were working towards getting
well, I was getting the money. I was
money.
doing it with the cannabis. So for the amount of cannabis I was buying, I could reinvest 2/3 of my cannabis and live on a lump of money every year, which could which sustained the lifestyle in Marbella. Do you know what I mean? Like, it costs a lot of money to live over there, and to live over there with your family costs a hell of a lot of money. And I lived over there and partied over there, and you have revenue streams coming in from loads of different angles. I mean, because I never worked with one specific group of people in Spain. I worked with whoever I wanted.
You're freelance.
You know, I've done what I wanted. I never had no bosses, and that's why I got a lot of respect over there, I believe, because I was on my own. Do you know what I mean? And I wasn't a liberty taker. I was honourable. I was straight, and I had integrity. So
you're out there and you're working with everyone, and then you end up getting called up in a situation.
Well, no, basically what happened was because I had a really good relationship with the Moroccan people over there, and they controlled a lot of the cannabis supply. So a lot of people from England used to work with a certain group of Moroccans. So when they went to this group of Moroccans, this group of people that got involved in shooting me, they got told to come and see me. So I would have been like their kind of boss kind of thing. And rather than come and see me, they tried to take me out of the way to take that position. That's what I believe now. And then they've dressed it up and said it was over a watch, but I think it's all a load of bollocks.
So what happened that night?
Well, it was over. A kid took a watch off me mate and never paid for it. So when I rung him up to pay for the watch, he asked me, what's it got to do with you? And I thought, you cheeky cunt. You got it out of my mate's house. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, I'm going to punch your head in for the watch. So I said, if you keep the watch, not a problem. I said, but I'm going to punch your fucking head in. So where are you? So I went to meet him to either take the watch off him or punch his head in. And then when I met him, when I went to where he wasn't there. His mate was there. We had a bit of a heated debate. His mate told me to go home and he'll bring him down to the gym tomorrow. I said, well, if he's going to get a tool, I'll wait for him to come back. I actually thought he was going to come back with a knife or a blade, and then he come back, showed me a gun. I thought I'd be able to get to him as he lifted the gun up to shoot me, and I'd be able to grab it before he shot me, but I miscalculated that. Wrong. And then rather than shoot me in the head, he shot me in the leg.
What was going through your head during all this?
Well, the first one in the leg. What was he like?
Well, when he shot me the first time, I just thought instantly,
you're dead?
No, I thought, he's going to run.
Oh, okay.
The noise.
Yeah.
He's going to shoot himself. So I said to him, go on then, you fucking mug. Go on. And he went bang, bang again. I was like, oh,
shit, fuck, shouldn't have done that.
No. Shut up.
I've got him angry.
And then he walked over to me and went in the head, bang, bang. And I thought I was dead.
Surely he must have been shocked the next day when he heard Marvin
on the phone. You fucking cunt.
Where the fuck are you?
Well, funny enough, when they heard that I'd survived, they actually went and handed themselves in to the police station.
Did they?
Yeah, they went to the police station and said that I was a hitman that turned up to shoot him.
And he
took the gun off me and it went off 5 times accidentally.
Did he get away with it?
No, he got 8 years.
He got 8 years? Fuck me.
He got 8 years because I never went to court. But if I went to court, we could have got him life because they said it was only... It's like, you know when you don't get paid for insurance because it's an act of God? Yeah, they would have given him life because the only reason I got saved was the act of God. Everyone in the act... Because when they shot me in the eye, look, see there?
Yeah.
His finger. His finger. Like, you can feel where it went
through. Oh, fuck,
You can feel where it went through.
Holy Jesus.
Right, but look.
Jesus.
It actually stopped halfway through the eye. Look,
turn on that camera.
Yeah. It stopped halfway through.
Sure, camera. But,
So, see, like, he got 8 years. How long ago was that? Would he be still in?
No, he's out now. He's out.
Are you interested in
reconciliation or anything like that? So with him now, what happened was, I actually moved back to England to move back to where he lived. It's a total get him.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I come back to England to get him. Yeah, I come back to England, and what I plan to do, I was going to chop his feet off, chop his hands off, and take his eyes. Yeah, I was. That was my plan. And then basically, what happened was, I got my daughters into boarding schools because I thought if anything happens, I've got the money for boarding school. They're in school forever. If anything happens to me, they're covered. Yeah, all the money was lined up. Everything was lined up. So I thought, right, this is what we'll do. And then once the girls were in boarding school, about 2-3 months in, I got a phone call from Heathfields, and they said, we're pretty concerned that there might be a bit of an issue. And I was like, why? I said, well, we've had a look at your history and I was like, no, there won't be any issues. So, I mean, and then from that, I just thought, well, I can't ruin my daughter's futures.
Just because you're past.
Yeah, so my daughters are posh.
Really?
Yeah, they're really posh.
You're coming up to the friggin' school place.
The way my daughter speaks, I'll ring her now and see if she's free. And she is posh.
Is she?
Yeah.
Are they proud of their dad? Like,
how do they feel about it?
Are they like?
Yeah, well, obviously sometimes my daughter gets a little bit embarrassed because,
Does she?
because of the poverty aspect of me being skint and coming out of the home. But going through the transition, she doesn't understand the transition period. So I'm saying, no, don't worry, I'm not going to be skint forever. This is just the transitional period. After this now, everything's going to be good. Like, Dad's back in a minute. Don't worry, we're all right. So she's just panicking now, but she don't realise that this is the time now it's going to take off, do you know what I mean? Because we've done all the hard work, the infrastructure's in place, the frameworks are there, all the products are there, the network's there, it's just about us executing that.
The sort of guy who shot it in, obviously you know him. If you friggin' bumped into him,
I wanted to write a course with him.
so would
Forgiveness course, I forgive him, yeah.
You forgive him?
Yeah, look, without that happening to me, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you think I'd changed your life getting shot? Obviously it did. I mean, the shooting was a penultimate action, which was the actions that started the ball rolling in the right direction. After the shooting, it was more a kid run a debt up and it turned out to be one of my son's friends. And after considering shooting the kid, working out the ripple effects and the consequences, I just thought, you know what? We're actually ruining kids' lives. We're not adding value. I got in this game to help people.
yeah,
How you helping people? So if you can't afford to lose what you give a kid, don't give it to them. Because you're not helping them.
Yeah.
How could you stab, shoot or kill someone that owes you money when you give them a product when they got no money?
yeah.
You gave them a product because they've got no money. They're not businessmen because they're just silly little squeaks from the plot.
Yeah.
They're silly little squeaks from your fucking plot that you know's got no money, and you giving them a product and
setting
expect
them
them to be
up,
perfect
yeah,
businessmen. Come on, man, it's a rigged game, innit?
So before the shooting, were you thinking of going straight at all, or had it ever come into your mind, like during the years of the fucking skullduggery?
I always thought I was going to die in a hail of bullets, man.
Really?
Is that what you wanted? Just go out
I was
shooting?
going in a hail of bullets.
Scarface then?
Scarface.
Watch casting with Sundance Kid.
Fucking Max.
No, mine was always do your... And like when I got shot, do your fucking job, mate.
Yeah, come and do it.
Do your job. Look, when you're involved in that world and you're brave enough to do certain things, then you got to be brave enough to take it on the chin. And I've always been brave enough to take it on the chin. So in that final moment of life, I believe, and I've done it. I told him, do your fucking job, mate.
And he
Do
tried.
your job. And he tried
He
his
tried his
best.
best. He tried his best.
So I'll just say thank you to the universe for being
Are
me,
you
innit?
a religious, or did that make you become religious
No, I've
after?
always been spiritual, man.
Yeah.
I've always known. I've always been in touch with the universe. I've always believed the earth's flat as well.
Yeah.
And I've had heated debates with people. People have even tried to take the piss out of me in public with people. Go and tell him, what do you think? Is the earth flat? I say, yes, it is flat.
Give us a reason why we should believe the Earth's flat.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, how would you convince me?
Right. Look at get on your phone a picture of the globe from space.
Okay,
Picture of the globe from space.
Plandial?
globe from space.
Yeah. So and this is what I don't get. Right, have you got a picture of the globe from space? Right, now look at it.
Let's see.
Right, look at it. Just look at that. Right, look at it. Right, is it round? Is it round? It's a circle, right.
Really,
So see them fucking white things? Yeah, you've got to fly through them, cunt. Yeah? Yes. So you've got to penetrate that fucking circle, cunt. Yeah. Then you fly down and land on the ground. So that circle don't exist. It's a reflection of our atmosphere. So what fucking shape is the planet?
Circle.
Yeah, think hard,
A
cunt.
flat circle.
No. Right, now, is it nighttime or daytime in space?
No, it's always dark.
nighttime.
No, it's always daytime.
It's always nighttime.
No, it's not.
What you're
Listen,
reformed.
look, when you look, what creates nighttime is an obstacle in front of the sun. If you're above our planet, it's fucking daytime.
So
they're showing you a bird's eye view of our planet, so you can't see the side of our planet. Because our planet, it's got next platforms. Look, it goes down, right? Just like this firmament has got a ceiling. There's a firmament underneath us with another ceiling,
yeah.
right? There's loads of firmaments. We're here as one consciousness that's been here,
I
it'll
believe
stay
it.
here, and it'll keep going round
Do you
and round
believe
and round.
that there's more planets then outside?
Right,
Or do you
what
think
I
that's all
believe is this.
bullshit?
What I believe is this, yeah. What I believe is this, yeah. What we're taught is a load of bollocks.
100%.
Right, and what we know isn't real. Right? It's all a reflection of light that you're programmed to believe. You believe your name is Tommy, you believe your name's Tyrone, you believe you're mixed race, you believe you're white, and you're not. What colour's your mind? What colour's your soul? What colour's your soul?
Black man.
There ain't no colours.
Exactly, yeah.
It's your vessels, it's your
Yeah,
vehicles.
we're all
one consciousness.
Yeah.
We're here in this vehicle to experience life so our creator can experience life through that form and this form. And you're programmed to believe that this is you and it's not. You're just here to learn what it takes to make this form be selfless or humble.
You know, that's the kind of frequency and shit that everyone, Marvin, Tyrone don't want to hear this. But David Icke was here a few months ago. I went to his talk. It was brilliant. He was saying the same, preaching off the same hymn sheet. Me and him went for a drink and that after, and I fully believed it. You know, all the stuff's all.
It's all
you know,
frequency,
it's
man.
all like, and then see the stuff like your race and all that. That is all
Control.
social construct.
It's all
Obviously,
control.
ethnicity. Is a
Did you
different
know
thing, but
that
like,
you're entitled to 2 acres of land at birth?
didn't know. But
Yes, you are. And
How did I get it?
you're signed away. It gets signed away with your birth certificate. You sign away and give away your land to the corporations called the state.
How do you get it back?
You renounce your birth certificate.
And then what?
But you can't claim your land back because you can only claim it until you're 7. After 7, it goes into the
fucked,
state.
see?
But you can withdraw monies. That's why every note is a promissory note. Every note, you promise to pay the bearer on demand, the sum of. It's a promissory note. Nothing exists. Nothing exists. It's all a myth.
What is this chain about? I've seen it on jumpers and
And
whatnot.
that is my key
Yeah.
to change. So this is my actual key. This is going to be my logo, my brand, and everyone's going to be wearing my key in 20 years' time because this is the key to change, transition, and reform. And it's a brand. I was going to use it to navigate my way through. So when everyone sees this key, they're going to know it's got something to do with me. It's going to be in every corporate sense, every business, meal, food, sports.
Is that a custom-made piece or?
Yeah.
Was it hard? Was it hard to? You said about reforming there. Was it hard to get out of the game?
No.
Easy.
I'll tell you what the hardest thing is, yeah? The hardest thing is living on your own. So, you know, being a sportsman, especially boxers, yeah?
Yeah.
It's that time alone.
Yeah.
Like, so you don't want to be boxers. You want to be world champions. So you take that time to be on your own. I know to be successful, I need to be on my own.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Do you ever like think, fuck, maybe I should just go back? No, because you're saying like you're going through the transition period. Go, let me just make this quick money and I'll start
See,
again tomorrow.
but you're not going to make no quick money.
Yeah.
You're going to handle quick money and you're going to either leave someone in a pickle
Yeah.
or you're going to create another load of bird.
But do you ever miss the excitement of that lifestyle? Because obviously I haven't
I'll
lived
tell you
it,
what
but
you do.
it
I'll
does
tell-
seem
I'll tell-
exciting.
What you do miss, yeah, is spending the money. I'll be alive. I miss being able to buy what I want.
Yeah.
I miss being able to make make sure there's a car there for me when I come back, please. What do you want? Well, what's there? What do you want? Well, what's there? Well, anything. Right. I don't know, you might get a Range Rover one day, you might get a Ghost Wraith or a Range Rover, like whatever you want.
Yeah, you're gonna
I
get
still
it.
had the Lamborghinis or the Ferraris. I think the fastest supercar I had was a Maserati, but I didn't like that. So I just went for either the Ghost, the Phantoms, the Rolls Royces, and Range Rovers when I was in
But
England.
you were in, obviously, the criminal world for a long time. Obviously, you near died once. Was there any other times that
Yeah,
you near close
yeah,
calls?
I got stabbed here. Look.
Let's see.
I got stabbed in my heart there.
Oh, shit.
So I got stabbed here. I got
Fuck's sake,
stabbed.
man. It's like you can't die. Get stabbed in the heart, shot in the face.
Yeah,
Still sitting here telling us about the flat earth.
Stabbed in both of my lungs.
Fuck off.
I got stabbed in my brain there.
Why?
Just fighting, man.
Just
People
food.
stabbing
Do you
me.
ever miss the violence? Because I know there's like a rush kind of with violence.
Well, the always is. I've got to the stage now where violence just ends up in prison, man. I just can't be bothered going to prison, so
Yeah.
it don't excite me. Now I laugh at people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think, punch me then. Punch me then.
And
That's what I say to people. Go on then, punch me, you little prick. Go on, you little prick. Because I won't hit no one. But
If they hit you,
if
then
you hit me,
you'll
then I'm
retaliate.
going to spank them. Do you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
going to spank them. But I'm not going to spank them to the point where they're going to go hospital.
Yeah.
They'll go, pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
Behave yourself, son. Behave yourself, son.
but see, being in jail, did you hate it or not, man?
I loved it.
You loved
Did
it?
What's the longest stretch you done at one time?
5.5 years.
5.5.
And you loved it?
But I've done 4.5 years in total, like, in one hit.
Okay.
But yeah, I loved it in jail, man. Like,
You used to fight a lot of screws, didn't you?
that's all I've done was fight the screws and just make sure no buddies was on my wing, innit? So I was just obsessed with order and everybody having the same, everybody having everything, everybody being looked after. So anybody on my wing, anybody in my world had all the food, all the puff, all the drugs. I mean, no one had to worry about nothing. And then if there was any
It's like a
bullies,
friggin' socialist wing.
what does that mean?
Like, you know, like a socialist society where everyone gets the same.
Yeah, but everyone
No,
had
like
everything.
different,
Everyone
yeah.
like, look, if you was on my wing and you smoked puff,
got
and
it.
you wasn't a cunt, then come and get a bit of puff, brother, yeah?
Yeah.
If you ain't got no food, come and get some food you can't eat.
They must have loved you on the wing.
Yeah. Everyone loved me. All the junkies loved me. I used to get them. They used to buy little bags for a tenner.
Yeah.
I used to give them like 20 bags for 30 quid and like, you know, like give them half a gram for 50 quid and things like that. But so people used to hate me in prison because I used to fuck up some of the shit with all the dealers.
Yeah.
And then if you're all right and you take a bit of gear, I'll look after you. I'll give
Do
you
you ever miss the prison life?
You don't miss it. You don't miss it because that's the worst place in the world to be. But I can say I have had some of the most memorable times in prison. So, because it's an accomplishment. So even though it's bad, yeah, when you got screws doing things for you and you're living. So I lived a certain way in prison, yeah, and I would never change that in a million years. And to be honest, I'm proud of the way I lived in prison. I know it sounds pathetic, but it was unbelievable. I don't want to make it.
Oh, no.
You don't glorify it,
Put it
yeah.
this way. People that had it with me have actually gone out and said that they never smoked as much drugs on the out as they smoked in prison with us. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's nuts.
Are you still friends with people that you?
Yeah. I'm still friends with even people I was under investigation for shooting.
Serious?
Yeah, we're all mates, like, because we've all got to an age now where we're like, fucking hell, what was all that about? Like, what the fuck? Like, madness, mate.
Do you get it as a young man's game?
It's just all ego anyway. It's a young man's platform to learn about life. And if you listen to the wrong people, you're going to learn the wrong things. If you learn the wrong things, you're going to get fucking trauma.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and if you don't get in the right things, then you're going to be bad.
Is it hard to reconcile with people, you know, like who you did have beef with over the years? Because obviously, as you do get older,
Yeah,
you probably
people-
grow tired
People
of
swallowing
it.
me. It's people swallowing me. I don't give a fuck. Like, in my eyes, I've been stabbed up, I've been shot, I've been punched, I've been chopped, but I don't think I've ever lost. So I've never been embarrassed.
But you haven't, like, you're still standing.
Yeah, so to me, I've just overcome every bit of adversity the best way I could.
What's the worst, shooting or getting stabbed? The worst pain? Nah, both the same.
No, but the shooting never really hurt. The stabbings don't hurt. The worst thing that I had to overcome was the shooting, because the pain in this leg.
Yeah.
It's still sore now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still sore now because I don't take painkillers, but I live with it with it's a small price to pay for the bullshit I've done, right? However, getting better, like this leg, it was fragmented. Have you seen the break?
Yeah, you showed me.
Right, so
yeah.
this leg was just grinding, oh mate, it was horrible. Like the pain I was in every day. And this is why I got a lot of respect in Europe after I got shot. Because everybody thought I was over, I was finished. This kid's fucked. And then they see me bounce back and then start beating up professional boxers. Like, literally.
Tyrone.
Tyrone was one of the kids back then. He weren't like, there was proper boxers, mate, like middleweight boxers, cruiserweight boxers, and they were coming and I was getting in the ring with them and fucking having it with them. Like, it wasn't a joke. Like, it was deep, man. Like, I don't know where it come from, but I was given them an ability to get back on my feet.
Were you always in shape, like, for your whole life, or did you just get into super shape because you had the rehabilitate?
No, I was always in shape.
Yeah.
I was in shape. I was in shape before I got shot. I was being in shape to save me. If I weren't the man I was before I got shot, I wouldn't survive. I was an animal.
When did you start letting people kick you in the stomach?
Yeah, there's this thing. I was telling about the time in the gym after our spar. He got down in the plank position. He was like, Tyrone, go up to the very top of that gym. I said, right, okay.
Running track, yeah.
Yeah, and then I went up the top and he said, right, run as fast as you can and boot me in the stomach. And I went, Marvin, I'm not going to do this. Fucking do what you can. And then I said, right, okay. I sprinted. Boom. Near broke my foot. And he didn't flinch.
No, but it's just core engagement. People don't realise how tough your core is.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
You have to train it, though, to
I've
get
done it
there,
forever, though.
Yeah.
My core's been the governor forever, like.
You still doing? I seen you this week. You were doing, what was it, 26-hour?
26-hour circuit,
yeah.
So we're doing 26-hour circuit in 26 cities in 26 months.
Yeah. And what's that for?
We're just basically bringing awareness. Basically, because we made the youngsters do the graveyard shift for peanuts, now I'm getting all the combatants, all the old allies to do the graveyard shift training. So the kids can do the daytime and we'll do the graveyard shift. But I've actually done it for 26 hours on my own with the boys doing the first 12 hours. But I've done all of it.
Yeah, you've done the both.
Yeah, I've done it
Serious
all.
fucking
So now we're going to be
champ.
doing it now. And I can do it now. And then every day, bar one, since I've done the circuit I've done this morning with you guys.
Yeah, Tyrone said it was a killer.
Yeah, I didn't do it, by the way. Paddy Barnes said it was a killer.
Tyrone said, they're doing the hardest training, the hardest size I've ever seen. He was doing the friggin' recovery.
That's what I'm saying. If you get into it, this is.
I told you, he's looking to spar you.
Oh, you need
I
to come.
didn't. I'm not looking at Marvin.
You need to come to this. Let me give you the ingredients.
Give me the ingredients.
Trust me, the ingredients is unbelievable, mate. And it will make you an insurmountable vehicle. I will guarantee you that much. Like, you'll be physically, like, even you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked at how tough you get and how durable your body is. Like, it's unreal. People just don't know how to get their bodies in a certain shape. But I am in it, and I know how to keep it that way, and I know how to maintain it.
Well, you've a very rigid diet as well, don't you? Because I remember right over in Marbella, you gave me a big lecture. I think I was drinking a fizzy juice or something. And you went mental. And what are you drinking? And I'm like, fuck. Get me a water, please.
That's what I'm saying to people. People don't get it. Sugar's poison. Yeah. Sugar is poison. Any fizzy drink is poison. It's poison. Especially to an athlete. It puts your white blood cells to sleep. So any recovery that you're going through any day, your white blood cells are preventing you from
recovering. Yeah.
And that's a fact. So why are you going to give heroin to your white blood cells? And that's all sugar is. So sugar, dairy and red meat are the three main poisons.
Red meat as well?
Yeah, for an athlete, yeah.
Fuck's sake.
But you got to watch this thing called Game Changers, and it'll explain the scientific element. Like, our bodies only consume liquid. It's liquid that puts all the size on, not matter. So when the liquid in animal products does something to the development of the oxygen in your blood. So it prevents you from maximising, although it will give you something, but it prevents you from maximising. So, and I've proven that.
Are you vegan?
Yeah, totally strictly vegan. However, what I do...
Sometimes I like a burger. And
I'll treat myself every month or every week. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll treat myself. Like now, because I'm going to start fasting for 5 days.
Yeah.
Like, I've had a bit of chocolate, a bit of meat, a bit of junk food. We had a sausage. I had a bit of a sausage
because you're going...
So this week I'm going to do 5 days,
Yeah.
You've done that before, haven't you?
3 days.
3 days.
3 days.
What's that?
3 days the longest ever.
Good.
It flies in.
Does it? How about have you ever? It flies in. He's never done it in his fucking life.
Tyrone doesn't know. Tyrone doesn't know.
complains
Tyrone
when he
doesn't know on the frequency, Marvin.
He has it. He complains if he hasn't had in 3 years. Fucking it gets easy.
What I do I fast all day, yeah, and then I go to the gym last thing at night, and then go home and go to sleep.
Well, I've never fasted and trained. Like, guys done a 3-day fast. They're just chilling.
I'm challenging myself
Yeah.
to see how well I can compete or perform when I'm stressed, hungry, or tired. Yeah. I like to know that I can do it no matter what shape I'm in.
Yeah.
I can perform maximum power, maximum power, bruv. Maximum power. Like them, you know the later rounds?
Yeah. You know you've got it in there.
No, yeah. I punch with exactly the same power in the last round to the first round. And the speed is exactly the same. Right? The only thing is movement. So I won't move, but on that spot, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're fucked. And you got to stand toe-to-toe with me or you're fucked. Toe-to-toe or you're backing up.
Well, you give me the game plan, like, hey, Marvin, later rounds, I'm up in the toes, moving.
It didn't take me long to figure out the game plan. I had to move.
Toe-to-toe, you're fucked if you move.
The only way you win with me, that's why this little squeak is the shittest fucking fighter, but the most amazing boxer.
You know, I've been saying it here all year in the podcast. I said to everyone, this guy is a supreme boxer.
He's the only man
but he won't fucking do it.
He's the only man I couldn't punch. He's the only man I couldn't punch. I was fuming.
You punched me once and that was enough. I was like, fuck that.
But he's the only man. And I'm shit you not. I've got all the footage of all the people I've spotted. Callum Smith, Liam Smith, Joe Selkirk, they're all from Liverpool. All the boys from Newcastle. Lots of people.
Yeah, good names. Yeah.
Right, and I could have a little toe-to-toe with him and move about and have a good mix-up. But he was the only person I could never punch. Like missing him.
I love the crowd.
And then I used to think, you know, what's this? He's going to be a world champion. He's going to be a world champion. And then I watched him box, and I thought, what the fuck is he doing?
He just legs fighting in the street.
What the fuck is he doing?
See, at the start,
the
start of his career. Yeah. He's boxing. He was out in America, and I hate to bring. I know we're all one consciousness, but I hate to bring race into it. When he was training with the brothers, they had him up in the toes, popping a jab. He was slick. Came back home. And then he just started fucking just getting in tear-ups, flat out.
The thing is, but people come to the fights want one thing.
But fuck Emmons, Tyrone.
That's blood, and I love my fans, so I give them blood every day.
Not fuck Emmons, but fuck Emmons.
Do you know what? And I go
it's all about winning.
I always speak to him. He always phones me before the fights. And he always says about the sparring, he always says, this is the day you box, this is the day you box. And I always say to him, yeah, 100%. 100%. And then
I always actually tell my mates, yeah, watch this kid box tonight. Watch him box tonight. And he comes out for about 30 seconds. And I thought, oh, here we go. And as soon as he gets it, he goes... So as soon as he does that with his head,
it's pain.
He's gone, mate. His little quiff goes. And that's it, he's gone. I see it.
What's the future holding for you? What's your goals and aspirations?
All it is I want my own schools, colleges, creative spaces, prisons eventually. And I'm going to be running the prisons from a different perspective with a different outcome and a different carousel. Like, I'm looking to create a Norwegian system of prison reform in this country. And I believe that HMP will be the leading organisation which will be rehabilitating ex-offenders and creating millionaires and billionaires from the criminal
What's the Norwegian?
Norwegian.
They have. I watched the documentary.
I
about it.
think I
It's
seen it.
fucking
And it's-
lethal.
Is it just like a wee community and you just live?
Yeah,
No, basically what they do, they
they have a nation too, but they rebuild them to come back into
incentive is
society.
Like, say you now, right? You might be the most creative architect. So what they do, they invest time, effort, and resources into you becoming an architect facility framework, and then they invest into you as a company.
Yeah.
The company donates to the government, and then everybody else grow the company, and everybody's happy. Then you got your own company.
Yeah. So that is what's needed in prisons,
They've
isn't
got
it?
0% crime rate or
Refund,
1% crime
yeah.
rate.
Do they?
Yeah. And no like they've rehabilitation about 99% success rate.
Has no one ever came to you to try and write a book or
I'm doing it myself.
Are you?
What about a movie?
Yeah, I'm going to do it myself once I've written about the book. Getting this Christmas period out. I've had a lot of stress over this Christmas period, generating all bits and pieces with school fees and things like that. But once I get my daughters back in school, January, then everything's cushy. And then I've got
couple of actors here.
Yeah, I can play a young Marvin.
And the good thing about it is, there's going to be a lot of Irish sort
People
of
involved in it,
influence,
yeah.
because the turning point of my life was because of Irish people, my Irish network, and my Irish family, my Irish connections. Like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Irish people, to be fair. And that's the reality. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be straight.
I like to think so because you're half Irish. So
Sick. So I'm here because of a few selected few people on the planet, and in the future.
Have you ever, like, obviously you're reformed now, have you let go of absolutely everyone in the past life, like gang life?
Yeah. It's not. I haven't let go of everybody. You're still friends with people, but you just choose not to spend time with people that are still connected to that world. And we all respect each other enough. Like, if it's someone's wedding, christening, funeral, like, we don't ring each other. Like, I haven't rung none of my ex-criminal friends to wish them happy birthday or happy Christmas because we haven't spoken to each other all year. But if we see each other, or if I see him out and I what's that? That's my birthday. I'll say, I'll come and I'll have a drink.
Yeah.
Like, I'll go and have a drink. Like, it's not, we're still mates, but I just choose
you just
not
don't want
be.
to.
Look,
Yeah,
they're all doing bits anyway, innit? They're all still at it. So, like,
Yeah,
but
you don't need to
I'm
be
not
in that
going-
environment,
I'm
yeah.
not going back to prison. Right? So if I'm having it with you and all of a sudden you lot are standing, then you give him a parcel and he gives him a parcel, and then I'm standing, the police come and then
You're
You're guilty by association.
yeah, but I'm mate, I can't be there. I'm happy, man. Like, what's the point? Like,
Well, listen, Marvin, you're a legend. We've talked enough shit today. Our hours are up. So,
Is it?
yeah, it's past ours.
It's,
Hour 10 minutes.
Well, I'm not gonna listen to it all day. You know?
I know.
Unbelievable.
He's a lethal.
Thanks for
legend.
being
Thank
here,
you for
Marvin.
coming. Thank you for doing the live as well.
Yeah.
You're a legend.
It's all life,
And we'll
man.
have you on again. Thank you to everyone that's watching.
Don't forget to send me those ingredients because I got a big fight at the end of the month,
Yeah.
27th of January.
Get on his feet.
So make sure I'm gonna have a link for tickets. It's only a small capacity. I think it's 2,000. So
Well,
Yeah,
the
keep your hands
ingredients
up,
the ingredients won't help you for this fight.
oh fuck's sake.
That's it, man. They
Wrong
won't help you for this fight. In fact, if you put the ingredients into play now, then it might ruin your opportunity on the 29th.
Ah, for
You
fuck's
might, no, it's a reform of all your
All
muscle
right, so
stuff.
you go
guys.
back to
You
go
got
forward.
It's training,
Yeah.
it's training. Like,
Okay.
it's a training system.
Yeah.
We'll start it after the fight.
Thank you for tuning in. Like,
Yes.
subscribe, and share.
I hit the Patreon. The live shows on the Patreon.
Yep.
£2 a month. Make sure you get
Legends.
involved. Yep.
Thank you.
Peace.
As hard as you can.
Yeah, as hard as you
Not
can.
a shot. Marvin, not a shot.
Don't matter.
You got this?
Yeah, come on. There, come on, right there.
I'll just
Come
do it,
on. No, it's got to be powerful. Yeah, come on. Yeah,
3,
yeah,
2.
Yeah. See you, mug. And again. Come on. Yeah.
Oh, you big people.
And again.
Hey, let me try my left.
See. Nah, his head's gone now. He's thinking, how did that happen? How?
Give me one.
Shut up! Give me one up there. Come, please. Please,
Do it.
Hurry up. Just here, what?
Your
mom's
Come on!
That's her mom.
See what I'm saying? Come on, here.
I see that her mom.
Come on.
Hey, left.
Come
Here.
on. Come on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on. Bring one. Come on. Mug. See what I'm saying? Right now, there's a way to create that for you.
Yeah.
But you're just not training the right
Yeah,
way.
in a different way, or not?
Yeah, man, and I've got no training that will
Right,
get
Martin,
that
hit
solid.
me as hard as you can.
Look, watch this, right? There's the solar plexus.
Yeah.
Watch this. I've got muscles over my solar plexus, right?
How do you do that?
See, watch. There's my solar plexus, right? Now watch.
Food man's.
Fuck me. That's weird.
Let's go.
I think it's just a gap.
See, it's still a gap.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll still get in there. Still get in there. And you'll still get in there. And here as well, right? What you don't realise is this, right? Your core, watch this. Watch this. So your core, no, just relax. Your core, watch this, comes up like that and pulls down. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So your core comes up and pulls down.
So what kind of exercises are you doing for a core?
Everything's restricted. Everything's restricted. Like